This is another deep one, but it's not a bad one. And after this, I'm going back to cooking. I want to make this video not to poke at the past, but as a way to claim my future. Beyond the labels, beyond being a stereotype, a gender, an age, beyond putting energy out there, I want to reclaim myself. It became about finding myself for the last 20 years of my life and doing it on YouTube as a way to learn, as a way to communicate, as a way to listen, as a way to watch other people doing their thing on YouTube and learning from them. I put some weird shit on there. I'm not going back to that. But when you're autistic, when you're not in a normal place, but what is normal, right? We can often repeat things in our lives until we learn. And I'm about 20 years old right now. This isn't getting heavy. This is just getting kind of there. I've spent the last couple of years making some changes and then looping back to where I was at younger ages, but much more extreme, dramatic, and exaggerated. And I come to realize that a lot of us mold ourselves into who we're expected to be, base our desires, base our choices, base our thoughts and our boundaries on fear, because we don't truly think we know. We just think our thoughts and our emotions are who we are. We think our past defines us. We think our future has to be set a certain way. I've come to realize this year that it's the opposite. We have choices and we get to choose what goes into our thoughts, not our thoughts choosing our choices and our life path. It's just weird. The universe has brought repetitive lessons to wake me up, and I've always just let life take me where it wants to go. And it's true, and I've tried to control it, and it's true that we don't really have control over that. We have to learn to control ourselves. Where am I going with this? I'm choosing to go into the next 20 years of my life, because at the age of 20 is when I started making positive choices for myself. I started to wake up the first time. This time it's been on a deeper level, whether you call that a midlife crisis or a reality check, an awakening, whatever. It depends on the lens you look at it through. I think I know who I am. I became somebody that molded themselves into what was expected of them. And looking at that girl, that woman, she wasn't at all bad. She just needed some boundaries and some guidance. But this time I get to choose how to gently guide her there. I'm choosing to reclaim the parts of me that I lost. I've apologized to the world for being different. Now this time, I choose to apologize for losing myself. I choose to apologize for not choosing myself, empowering myself, giving myself what I needed with kindness and compassion. This year I'm going to choose to reclaim myself piece by piece and refine myself into the best version of me I can be. That's how a recipe even starts. You have your basic ingredients, and sometimes it just doesn't turn out. It turns out okay, but not the way you would like. And we try to perfect it with all the ideas and with all the spices and different opinions on what to try. The best way is just by practice and doing it over and over until you get it the way that you want it. Not all recipes are made the same, but they should be made with love. And that's the way I'm going to choose to be. That's what I'm going to put into this channel. Wherever it takes me, whether it's cooking, whether it's reflecting, or another life skill. That's where I go with it. Take care.